Hello, everybody. Sorry I missed last week. I essentially went through a pretty major family tragedy. Someone I cared about a lot has just passed away. I was expecting it for a little while. I thought I was prepared for it. I wasn't. And to be honest, I've been kind of spiraling for like the last week and a half. I've been binge eating a lot to try and cope with it, through grief and whatnot. And I haven't been exercising. I did do like a 2 mile run 2 days ago, barely anything, but basically, this week I'm going to be trying to get back onto the horse, trying to get myself back to normal. I want to try to exercise again. I want to do at least like 3 different days of exercise this week, whether they be lifting weights or running. I got to do a little bit of exercise and get myself back into the swing of things so I start feeling better. And I've been, like I said, I've been doing a lot of binge eating, so I got to stop that. I need to start eating healthy. Starting now, I'm going to start eating healthy again, try and get back to it. I had been doing very good up until this point, and then I just kind of lost it, to be honest. So it is what it is. You can't change things like this in life. I just have to move on, to be honest. So, like I said, I don't really want to talk about it. So apologies. Please respect my privacy or whatever. Even though I'd like to talk about it, I don't think it's really a good idea to publicly post videos about private struggles like that. So it is what it is. Like I said, I've been trying to get through it. I've been kind of focusing on fun stuff, honestly, to take my mind off of it. So this is the fun portion of the video. Okay, weight loss fitness part of this video over. What have I been doing the last week and a half or the last 2 weeks that has actually been fun? Well, I've been reading a lot of this bad boy. Okay, quite a fun book, Night Lord's Omnibus. I'm about halfway through it. Pretty sweet. I really enjoy it a lot. Super well written, character focused book. It's fantastic. Highly recommended. Okay, it's probably the best Warhammer 40K stuff I've read, and I've read like 12 of these books at this point. I've also been painting Warhammer 40K. Okay, so I've actually been getting somewhat decent in my opinion. It's kind of hard to get the camera to focus on it. I'm trying different strategies so you could see it, but I put a lot of effort into these guys, many hours listening to podcasts, painting these guys. It's a very relaxing activity. Take my mind off of stuff. It's quite fun. I really enjoy it, to be honest, and I'm getting better and better. This is the first of 3 guys I've painted recently. I free-handed the pauldrons, which was a bit difficult, but I'm getting a little bit better at it. This is the second guy I did. He's a veteran, okay, of the first veteran company of the Ultramarines. Pretty cool stuff. This was very difficult to freehand. I don't really like how it turned out that well, but on this one I was kind of focusing on like working on highlighting and shading because I hadn't done that before. I liked how the shading turned out. I didn't really like how the highlighting worked out, so I worked on that one. What I did for the base of this is I took like crushed up rocks and I super glued them to the base, and then with the other one I took like dirt and I painted it red so it kind of looks like the surface of Mars. And then this is the most recent one. I haven't finished the base on it yet, but this guy is a sergeant, okay? He's a sergeant in the 3rd Company, which is why his trim on his pauldrons are red. And then I also did that infinitely small little, kneecap thing there. I'm quite proud of that. If you can't tell, this guy is like an inch tall, extremely detailed. This guy took over 10 hours probably, to be honest, which, I could be spending my time in much worse ways. But yeah, that's the fun stuff I've been doing. Again, apologies I didn't upload last week. I hope you understand, okay? I haven't been in a very good mood. Lots of binge eating, cutting that out this week, getting back on the horse, focusing on exercise, 3 exercises this week, and no more binge eating. So thank you all for watching. I will see you next week with hopefully better news. Goodbye.